Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Breakdown. And today I have a video talking about this week's Raw, SmackDown, all that went down. Actually, I didn't watch into SmackDown because it was so lame. I don't know who won. I don't know, Charlotte. It doesn't really matter, to be completely honest. SmackDown's divisions are kind of lame, to be completely honest. It's not going to really affect my thoughts, whether it's a triple threat match or single match. Doesn't matter. Because we all know the outcome. Carmella is going to walk out the champion. Anyways. And I really do think Carmella is going to keep the championship for a while. So let's talk about Raw and SmackDown. I want to talk about this a little bit because Raw was pretty dang good. I checked out Raw, and pretty much what happened was Brock Lesnar had a great healing up, not healing up like, ow, no. Bad guy healing up on Raw. He really did show that he doesn't care about the universe. He doesn't care about Roman Reigns. He doesn't want to be a part of anything. He doesn't want to be a part of the WWE. He just has a title. And that's basically what he proved. And Raw was pretty good. I mean, I admit that there wasn't many. There was some, maybe some small like blah segments, but I mean it was entertaining, and that's all you want. And so all you negative Nancy's, just stop it, just watch the show. It's because Roman Reigns getting a shot at the title. Don't be getting all your panties in a bunch. That's all I'm saying. He actually did a pretty good dang job this week on Raw. He didn't drop the ball too much, except for they keep making him say that everyone's his bitch for some reason. I have no idea why. It's kind of stupid. Anyways, stop that. Say I'm going to whoop your ass. Just say that. That works better. It's more effective. Anyways, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam. I'm excited. Is Brock going to drop the title? I don't know. Is Roman going to win the title? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. I'd rather have Brock take on somebody else. Samoa Joe, or not even Braun Strowman. I don't want that to happen either. I want somebody else to face Brock Lesnar. Give him a shot. Give someone else a shot. Let's see Bray Wyatt take on Brock Lesnar. That feud never got off the ground. That's great, you know. Probably never going to happen. Bray probably doesn't want his back to be killed. Because that's probably what happened. He hurt his back by getting the F5 done to him, so now he doesn't want to do it anymore. Oh, what can he do? Anyways. Then we got Seth versus Dolph Ziggler is going to be happening at SummerSlam, and that's pretty exciting. Drew, they had a match this week again. Dolph interfered at the end. So what you expect. They're building to a match. Finn Balor and Baron Corbin had a match. Baron Corbin got the upper hand. I kind of like this, and I kind of see where it's going. I am probably about 92% sure we're probably going to get the Demon at SummerSlam. Whether he reveals this beforehand or it happens when we get to SummerSlam, but I almost want to bet. I was hoping for a spot this week where, like, Corbin threw him out of the ring and he went under the ring and did something on his face and put on, like, half face paint or something, or put on some kind of paint, like, underneath his face or something, because that would have been really, really cool. And maybe they'll do something like that, but if they don't, whatever. But I could see Finn coming down as the Demon and attacking Baron Corbin while Corbin's just trying to make some sort of announcement as the constable, and Finn comes down and attacks him as the Demon. I can see it possibly happening on Monday Night Raw to kind of just let people know that he's going to be showing up at SummerSlam as the Demon, or that he's turned into the Demon until he's finished with this feud with Baron Corbin. That would be interesting. We haven't seen it in a while. I think it's time to bring it out. SummerSlam is a pretty good idea. You know, I think that if they have a match this coming week, or they have a tag match and he loses that match, if they show him like distraught, you know, week after week, then when it comes to SummerSlam, you know, and he's challenging Baron Corbin in a match, it's going to happen. He's going to turn into a Demon. He's going to beat Corbin again, even though he already beat Corbin the last year. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe he's going to put a stipulation and said if he beats Corbin, then he'll be removed from the constable position. I have no idea. I don't know why they're fighting still. This is like the Bray Wyatt and Finn thing. If they continue to fight each other, and Finn keeps winning, why would you lose here at SummerSlam against Baron, and then go on to face him again to have the Demon come out at that pay per view? It's not SummerSlam. SummerSlam would be where you want him to come out. So unless he loses like one or two more times, either with tag partners or whatever, I could see that being a reason to bring the Demon out at SummerSlam to prove that he can beat Corbin more than once. Say it's not a fluke. I think didn't he beat him on Raw, I thought? Because that's where they wrestled on Raw. And then they wrestled at Extreme Rules. Gotta go Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. I don't know what to think about the match. I have a feeling that Alexa's somehow going to walk out the women's champion. But I think everybody always wants to expect everything is going to happen at WrestleMania. And everything can't happen at WrestleMania. So if I'm going to bet on this, I would almost bet that Roman walks out with the Universal title and Ronda does not with the women's. But it could be switched. Ronda walks out with the women's title and Roman doesn't win the Universal Championship. But then if Roman didn't win the Universal Championship, where do they go with Roman? That's the question. I kind of wonder if what's going to happen is going to be Roman beats Brock somehow, and then Braun comes and interferes after that, cashes in, beats Roman, gets the belt off Roman. Now Roman's chasing Braun Strowman instead of Brock Lesnar. It's like we can't win. That's what I think is going to happen. I think, or it's going to come down to Roman thinking he almost has Brock beat, and then Braun comes in, cashes in. It could be Kevin Owens too. It could be Kevin Owens comes in and wins the title, pins Brock or pins Roman, wins the world title. I do think though that something is going to happen, and if Brock loses the title, I think there's going to be a cash-in at SummerSlam. I think it's inevitable. I don't think we're going to see this long, drawn-out period where the Money in the Bank's not cashed in. It's not going to happen this year. It's happened in the last couple years, and I think it's just been derailing of the train for the the Universal Championship. Last year, who was it last? Oh, last year was on SmackDown, right? So it was Baron Corbin, and he failed. And then Carmella cashed in. This year, Alexa has it. She cashed in. She got the belt. And Braun has it. But I think they're both going to cash in this year and win. We yawning. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. But yeah. That was all from the women's division match. And then we're on SmackDown. We got AJ Styles and Samoa Joe going to fight for the title. That's going to be an interesting match. I don't think AJ is going to drop the belt to Samoa Joe. It'd be a shocker if he dropped the belt. Nakamura is already the big shocker with the U.S. title. And I don't think that U.S. title is going anywhere anytime soon. Especially until Nakamura signs the contract. They're not taking it off of him. It was interesting what they did this week with Nakamura, kind of having to stare down with Orton, kind of making this like a triple threat kind of thing, but they're just slowly injecting Nakamura into it. It's more or less the Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton story, but Nakamura is kind of just looking into the looking glass, waiting for his opportunity to kind of see if they're going to come after him, which I'm waiting for another guy to come in and kind of just push them away and get put right into the thing. I kind of wish it would be Almas, but supposedly they're going to put Almas in a higher position than the U.S. title, so we'll see what that goes. I think it would be interesting if Almas was the one who beats AJ Styles. That would set Almas way up there and kind of give, something high for him to do and put him in a high position to where he's really, really pushed as a main eventer. And that's kind of really, really neat coming in. It also would set up really well for people coming in from NXT, like an Aleister Black, like, some other people that might come in and immediately be thrust into the main event scene, um, especially Aleister Black, but even like Johnny Gargano and things like that, uh, to have that history of beating him or having an incredible match with him and being able to talk about it and things like that. I think that would be interesting to see him in a high position. And we got to see Selena Vega wrestle, which I had no idea. She was actually not that bad. She wasn't the greatest, and it looked like she almost killed Lana. Like, those knees looked like they legitimately hit Lana when she went in the corner, and I really wonder if she did. But if she did, I think she would have been, like, rubbing her face more. But she sold it pretty good. She sold it like she actually did get hit. And I kind of wonder if she did kind of hit her, or I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, y'all like crazy. Anyways, wrestling was pretty good. And like I said, a lot of things happened in the past couple weeks. And it's been getting pretty interesting. SummerSlam's looking to be a pretty good show. Extreme Rules is pretty good, I thought. And, yeah. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. It's a little episode talking about Raw, talking about SmackDown. But overall, pretty good show. The Bar. Kind of knew the Bar was going to win because they've been going for such a long time. They need to be kind of put in a prominent role. Usos were like plastered to the TV for like 4 months there for a while when New Day kind of took a break. So now the Bar's back. They'll probably take a prominent spot on SmackDown, and Usos will probably start to come up slowly and have a few matches here or there. But it seems like tag division's starting to kind of heighten up back on SmackDown. Sanity wasn't on there this week, but yeah, I'm sure they'll be back on TV soon. But yeah, it's going to be New Day and the Bar. I think they said next week is going to be the finals, and we'll find out. And then they'll have a couple weeks to do stuff with the Bludgeon Brothers before then. But I kind of think the Bar is going to be the ones to take the belts off the Bludgeon Brothers. And it would be a kind of a smart thing. And I think the way they could do this is kind of have, what I think they should do is have the Bar take the belts off the Bludgeon Brothers, have them feud with the Bludgeon Brothers for a couple of pay-per-views after that, and then we'll finally just have the blow-off at, I don't know, maybe have the blow-off at Survivor Series, and then by WrestleMania time, we'll be ready to have the Bar, and then maybe New Day and Usos, and like a triple threat at WrestleMania. I think ultimately what we're going to see really is we're going to see New Day and Usos at WrestleMania facing each other in a big match. And I think they're trying to get there the slow way and trying to get the other tag teams some spotlight in the meantime. But eventually I think the belts are going to go back onto the Usos to build up their title reigns and to kind of start this thing with the Usos and the New Day. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, I would love for them to do something with Sanity to build them up and to kind of have kind of like the Midnight Express and the Von Erich kind of thing going on, but build up Sanity to kind of be that Freebird kind of thing, with New Day kind of being the Von Erichs, where they're the good guys, and have the Sanity be the bad guys, where everybody hates them and everybody wants to kill them. It'd be interesting if they try and do something like that. But I think the thing Randy Orton's doing is what probably Sanity should be doing to New Day right now. But they're in the middle of this tag team tournament thing, so who knows? Maybe after all this is done, after the Bar wins, Sanity will show up and beat the crap, or maybe they'll cost them a tag team opportunity, and then they're off to the races, and then they got a side thing going on. Or they're just going to combust, and New Day and Usos are going to have a feud during this time. But I think what we're going to see is Sanity trying to take out Usos and the New Day, and in the process, maybe that'll kind of feed into that feud going into WrestleMania, and then make them end up facing each other in the ultimate ending to their kind of story of this year. So that's what it kind of seemed like, kind of a clusterfuck, really, that I just discussed. But you get what I'm saying. At the end, WrestleMania 35, Usos versus New Day is where I think they're headed. And the women's title, who knows with SmackDown. I would love to see Asuka and Charlotte again at WrestleMania, and I think that's what they might end up doing. um, where Charlotte gets the belt back again, and it's the same story. Maybe Asuka wins the Women's Rumble again this year. I have no idea. Or a Raw person wins it this year, and then Asuka somehow gets a number one contender shot at Charlotte at this coming year's WrestleMania, and it ends up being her and Charlotte again. I think that would be interesting, and I think if Asuka won and beat Charlotte this year, that'd be awesome. And maybe a Rousey versus Sasha Banks would be a good thing for WrestleMania this year. But anyways, SummerSlam looking pretty good. Looks like it's going to be the B team versus Revival, and probably Revival is going to pick up those belts at SummerSlam too. I'm excited to see where they go with that. See how they're going to book the Revival. I think the Revival, they're going to book them as a long-reigning tag team. They should. There's no other competition on Raw until they have another shakeup. And I don't think there's another shakeup coming for a long time. There's been rumors that they was going to do something, but they haven't did anything. So we'll see what happens. Did they have another shakeup just recently? Yeah, they had the shakeup, I guess. So I guess they're not going to have one again. But supposedly they were going to do some drafts, some changes in the show this recently, and they didn't do it. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all the good jazz. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll catch you guys later. Keep rocking and keep on watching wrestling.